Hey everybody, it's dafobra. And I got a buddy of mine who's been asking all about buying a bike. And he was looking at the new R3. Now this guy's, he's a pretty big guy, mature guy. I don't think he'd do anything stupid. But he was looking at the R3 and the Ninja 300. And you talk about buying a brand new motorcycle that's going to depreciate so much. And my message to him was, you know, if you do want to start on a 300 or a 250, you get a Ninja 250, you buy a 08 to 12, I guess it is, or if you really want to save some money, you do a pre-gen up to 07. The good thing I told him, I said, you'll pay for that bike and you'll sell it for pretty much what you paid for it. They're fairly easy to sell, and they're a lot of fun to ride. You will not regret it. The thing is, to buy one brand new, and what I see a lot of riders falling into the trap of, they buy one brand new, and then they do a lot of mods on it. They put an exhaust on it, you know, and then they keep it for 6 months to a year, and then they sell it, and they take a bath on it. You know, you look at somebody like Space Pod. I don't know if he sold his Ninja 300, but he had it for a few years. He did some really awesome mods, but he put a lot of money into it. Now, you know you don't get the money back that you put into anything, especially a motorcycle or a car. But if he were to go to sell it right after he did all those mods, he would have gotten killed on the price. Killed. So, you know, your first bike, unless you know that's the bike you want, oh boy, unless you know that's the bike you want, you're going to keep it forever, I would recommend buying a used motorcycle that's in good shape, reliable, something that you like the look of. You don't have to love the looks of it. I mean, I even told him about the Ninja 500. I think that's a really strong motorcycle to start out on. The only thing about the Ninja 500 is that its resale is nowhere near as big as the... What do you do? You know, hi, dickhead. The resale is nowhere near as high as the Ninja 250. So you can buy a Ninja 500, which is arguably a better motorcycle than the Ninja 250, but it doesn't have the big following. So when you go to sell it, and let me just say that the 500 has a lot more room to grow with. When you go to sell it, your market is going to be smaller than if you had a Ninja 250. But you can get some really good deals on a 500, you know, and you keep that. I would keep that for, you know, personally, I think that's a good bike for 2 years or so, maybe even 3. It's, you know, it's got good power. It's got nice styling. You can get a fairly new one. I think they made them until 07 or something like that. And if you really want to open up the checkbook, get yourself a Ninja 650. It's got fuel injection. It's got the sport bike look. I mean, it's got a more relaxed upright seating position. What the hell? Why are they always working on this? This is insane. Let's just keep working on it. Hey, what's up, pal? Give you a little pipe. So that's kind of where I'm going. I would personally, I would pick up a 2000 to 2007 Ninja 250. I think that's probably the best bike to start on, because you can get a really good example of one of those for about, I don't know, $1,500 and you're golden. And it's a great bike, and you know, leave it alone. Don't put exhaust on it. Don't do anything. You want to put rim stripes or some little things on it, yeah, knock yourself out. But don't do anything major. It's just not worth it. The 08 and up, those are really nice bikes as well. They have more of a modern super sport look to them. You could probably pick one of those up for between $2,000 and $2,500. Don't touch it. Don't modify it unless you really think you're going to keep it that long, or unless you're accepting the fact that you're going to lose money on it. But you can get one of those. You can ride that for a year. Oh my God, 79 T-Bird. You can get one of those and ride it and sell it. Sell it and get your money back out of it after having it for a year or so. So I still think the Ninja 250 is, for those reasons, the best starter bike. Now, as far as starting at a 600, you know, you're going to buy it. I don't know. I think if you're a bigger guy or gal and you need a little more power, you need a larger bike, and you can handle the maturity of not killing yourself on a 600, you can definitely start on a 600. But I have to tell you that economically, a 250 bike makes the most sense. I don't think you can go wrong, as opposed to buying a 600 bike as your first, and then you realize, you know what, that's not the one I wanted. I want to do an ADV, I want to do a leader bike. I don't know, so who knows, people do that, right? But if you do something like that, you're going to lose money. Nothing really seems to hold its value like a Ninja 250. So that's all I got to say about that, as I enjoy this ride home. And yeah, ride safe, everybody. Take care. I'll see you.